Hello ladies and gentlemen, Sigval Green here and welcome to another video, and in this one I actually have very important information to share with you all. So one of the more annoying bosses, I mean it's still easy enough to beat, was the Just Like Flash boss. And the most annoying part of it was that he could power drain you on his abilities, and I thought that power drain could bypass block, and it could in theory. But in practice it doesn't really bypass block. As you can see here, I did not get power drained a lot of times. When you block that ability, you get power drained regardless. So it is bugged. First of all, it's bugged. The effect of power draining that Flash has on his abilities is going to be stopped by the block, but at the same time it's not gonna come at the same time with the damage of the ability and the animation of the ability. It's gonna have a little bit of a delay. How the Atrocitus passive is bugged nowadays, but most people at this point see it as how it works. Previously, Atrocitus passive would give your buffs straight on tagging. Now it has a little bit of a delay. The delay is present over here as well, so if you block the full ability but let go of block immediately, then you will get power drained by Flash, because the power drain somehow and for some reason comes after the ability has been used. So yeah, just hold block a little bit longer and you'll not get power drain for this one. Somebody pointed that out on my stream yesterday, and huge thanks for that. Okay, if the gameplay looks weird, it's because we're trying to find a way to optimize it for the best Beta Club dot damage, because you can get the highest value for that on a jump attack. And sorry for not uploading that much lately, but I've been very busy, but don't worry about it, we'll get back on schedule soon enough. I messed up there and he blocked my jump attack again. You shouldn't do jump attacks with your Kinfly and Sakoman usually. But if you're using Beta Club, then you should definitely do jump attacks, because they reset the Beta Club dot at a higher value, for the most part. Dr. Fate back in there, re-engage that combo. Blocking that, King back in. And so we're going to do a full combo into a special tree, and we're going to just try to do this jump attack before we tag out. That worked out well enough, and I think we even had enough energy to follow that up with a special tree. Still trying to find the most optimal combo to make the jump attack work. But yeah, two special trees there. And a jump attack to reset the dot high value. Let's go, use the super move there. Gonna back up a bit with Dr. Fate because he's not feeling too good after that super move. Red Hood going back in there and extending the duration of the fight. Re-engage the combo. King back in there. Another special tree. Re-engage the combo. And block a bit into a jump attack. There we go. Like, the jump attack does override the enemy's basic attack hits, so if the enemy is gonna try and do basic attack hits and you block a few of them, you can like do a jump attack in the middle of his basic attack hits. But as you have seen here, it can't stop specials, so if it happens that he uses the special, then you're done for. So yeah, use that with care. But yeah, King is almost gonna dip here. We're gonna jump over that, backing off a bit. Now jump attack in there. Special one to create some distance and not die. Another jump attack, and boy, we're not getting lucky with the crits at all on the dot damage at the very least. But that was for this fight, and yeah, if you don't want to get power drained by Flash, block a little bit longer. It might lead to some awkward gameplay, but it's gonna be far better than having all your power drained. Now we're going to move on into the League of Anarchy fights. So we're fighting Boss Joker here. We're going to have Harley with... Actually, I don't really remember the artifact on Harley. I think it was God Killer, maybe? Yeah, I think she has a level 4 God Killer, if I'm not wrong. And the level 4 Prometheum Sword on EPI, that's for sure. And a level 3 Sword of Sin on Raven. So the problem with the Joker is that he deals a ton of damage with his special one, actually. And with most of his specials, like, the damage on his specials is not big, but then comes the dot damage that comes with every single special that he uses. And while that's not a deal breaker, at the same time you'd rather not have to deal with that when you're using Raven and Heartbreak Harley Quinn, because you want this team to be healthy. Over here I did a pretty big mistake using that special too. Shouldn't have done that, because now I'll not have enough power to do the Raven special one and lose all my darkness stacks. Bad rip, even got hit with a little bit of damage there. But yeah, we only learn from our mistakes. We'll have to reset the darkness stacks here. And the huge problem for me here is the power generation. Yes, God Killer is equipped on Harley. I can guarantee that now. The biggest problem in this fight so far is going to be power generation for me. And usually when I use this sim I would use like the sort of salvation on Harley, and that would allow me to power generate like crazy and we had no problem. But right now when I can't really do that because I'm already using an artifact that is not a soul raid specific artifact, and using Sword of Salvation on Harley would deprive me of too many passive stats. We just can't do that. We just can't afford to do that anymore. But nevertheless, we recovered another special 2 in there, dealing some decent amount of dot damage. We saw over there 30 mil. Or swipe. Harley back in there, another special 2. Swipe right, capture time, swipe right. There we go. The biggest problem with the Sword of Sin is that it's gonna keep him low on power, and it's gonna not allow him to be annoying in that regard. But at the same time, for the most part, and at the very least for the start of the fight, it drained all the power that Raven could have stolen to use to generate power for herself, so that contributed to our lack of power generation at the start. Another special 2 in there. And one more should do it, maybe? There we go, going for another one. Swipe right, capture times, swipe right. And yeah, I could have like done one more with Harley and that would have most likely been it, but let's play it safe. Raven back in there, resetting it. Harley back in there, stunning again. And there we go, he's been one shot. And yeah, I really thought that I wouldn't make it when I messed up at the start and lost all the darkness. Yeah, but it seems like 1.8 billion is quite an easy feat to achieve for them. Now we're going to have Sword of Banshee Deathstroke here. So we're going to have the Sword of Salvation on Deathstroke. We're going to have the God Killer on Reverse Flash, and we're going to have the All Blades on Sword of Banshee. So as usual, Deathstroke teams go. We're going to just go ahead and try our best to do the special 2s as fast as we can. Get all of them out of the way, as many of them as still register some percentage health damage. Get all of them out of the way and then tag in Sword of Banshee to try and deal some damage in the remainder of the fight. Usually I would have the Sword of Salvation on my reverse flash, but back when playing this fight I did not know that if you block a little bit longer you'll be able to avoid his power drain. So I was like, we have to power steal with Deathstroke, because if not then he'll bully us with the power drain. But yeah, I could have done this with reverse flash using the Sword of Salvation, and well, that wouldn't have been necessarily better for Deathstroke. It would have been far better later on for Sword of Banshee, after he is done doing his thing. Another special 2, you can see that our damage is gradually decreasing on the special 2, but that's normal because his health is also gradually decreasing and we're dealing a percentage of his health at the end of the day. Backing off a bit into another special 2, there we go. Backing off again into another special 2, and that didn't do any percentage damage. Taking Sword of Banshee in there to do a special 2 and apply the Torment. And the special 1. See, over there I let go too fast of block and I got power stole. And boy, that swipe from Deathstroke sucked ass. I think I even tried to ghost step there, but that didn't help. Boy. Throw bench back in there, special 3 in a moment here. There we go. 5 additional damage. Again, we're just trying to do as much damage as we can after we're done with the Deathstroke side of things. And yeah, we messed up here. I believed he would go for the straight super move, and the 1 button on my keyboard, because I'm playing on PC, is right when the skip button is. So that's why I randomly use a special 1 there, lads. In case any of you were wondering. Oh, that was a 1 mil, that kinda sucked. So far we haven't managed to add too much. Last Pharaoh's revenge at 3.5 mil. I mean, it's adding up. Look, it's adding up. It's building up. And yeah, again, getting power drained. Again, I didn't know about the trick that I thought that I told you guys. Again, huge thanks to the dude that explained this while I was live streaming yesterday. By the way, I'm live streaming every single day, so you might as well subscribe so you don't miss one. Thank you in advance for that. Reverse flash back in, but yeah, there was some point where reverse flash actually didn't power swap, and that really hurt our damage with Sword of Banshee overall. But yeah, 4.2 mil. Again, just adding a little bit more. Far more than Deathstroke would have been able to add without any more percentage damage. But not that great, but a reasonable performance. And now, ladies and gentlemen, getting to the last fight of the video, we're going to watch some Vixen plus Brainiac plus Manta. So Brainiac is 6 stars and maxed out level, so Brainiac in terms of buffing my characters with his special 1, he's gonna be absolute peak performance. But when it comes to Manta, he's 4 stars. When it comes to Vixen, she's 4 stars. We're going to have a level 4 God Killer on Brainiac, we're going to have a level 4 Prometheum Sword on Vixen, and we're going to have a level 7 Beta Club on Black Manta, and we're going to do our best to deal as much damage as we can to these dudes. Yeah, I messed up a bit at the start, and my mistake was not sitting in the fight with Manta all the way until I got this dude all the way to the corner, because that allowed a lot of room for him to mess up my combos and make me lose my stacks with Manta, and when your Manta is just 4 stars, you have to be extra careful so you don't lose your stacks. Combo interrupting again. Brainiac in there, special 1. Let's go. Blocking that, Manta back in there. Come on, interrupting again. Into our Brainiac special 1, again we're doing this to stack up lethal attack damage. This works for every single legendary character, and it works particularly well with Black Manta and particularly well with Beta Club, and Beta Club works particularly well with Vixen, so we're gonna get some decent values this fight. Brainiac tanking that, Manta back in there, barely not losing the stacks. Boy, that was a close one, as every single tag with this Manta. But it's okay, I've learned, we learn, we adapt, we overcome over here, lads. Brainiac back in there, special 1. Blocking, Manta back in there. I'll soon enough need to do a vibe check with Brainiac to see how many special 1s do I need until I get to 10. And in order to do that, you need to do a swipe. Because if you don't do that, you'll not stay in the fight enough time so that lethal stacks appear. 9 stacks, and we managed to tag in Manta. Brainiac going in for the last lethal stack, and they are going to go full in with my boy Manta here. And right now our damage is gonna get amped up by Manta, because so far he had only, he had 4 disables actually. Like right now in theory he has 5 disables, because there's a stun from the special tree, but only 4 contribute towards Vixen's passive. There's a stun from a special tree, there's 2 debuffs from his passive, and there's 2 debuffs from the Beta Club. So yeah, a lot of them. Another stun, combo interrupting again. And yeah, in terms of damage, the special tree is not worth it, but it needs to apply those debuffs, because it's worth in terms of the Beta Club damage that it offers me. Another special tree in there. Re-engage that combo. Combo interrupt, I mean not even combo interrupt, is stunned at this point. Combo interrupt here. Another special tree. Re-engage the combo. Another one, and that's gonna be it for this one. And this, by the way, is the highest damage I've ever done with Black Manta myself, without Raven of course. But yeah, thanks so much for watching, I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye!